who made this beat.
Another reason I know for a fact that people or black people don't support black businesses. Well, I'm not saying I know for a fact, but one of my inklings is that people are jealous.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's a lot of jealousy that flows into, yeah, for real, why they don't do that, because instead of supporting, they're secretly wishing that it was them, or that they had that talent, or that they could do this, that, and the other. And instead of just supporting, and it doesn't even have to be with strangers. I mean, strangers, it could be jealousy too, but definitely when it starts from within too. Like, it could be family members, it could be friends. Why they choose not to support whatever you're doing because they are jealous. For whatever reason, do they have a reason to be jealous? No, because a lot of the scenarios, you have a lot of people that have good hearts and will actually be like, hey, you want to come do this with me? Like, have you be a part of whatever they're trying to start. But instead of being positive about it, they just rather be jealous. That's just my opinion.
I've seen that on Love and Hip Hop. What, Miami? With a girl, what's her name? Suki?
I haven't watched.
I don't know her name.
But yeah, she's funny. But yeah,
she was opening a boutique with I think her cousin or something, and he didn't do his part or something. I don't know. But I was just like, most people who go into business do not hire family. I'm sorry. Because when you hire family and friends, they always.
I'm not gonna say you can't hire your family.
No,
y'all need to stop hiring people that y'all cool with. Y'all
that's
real
what
cool
I'm
with.
saying.
Because
Like,
my
your
best
friends-
friend could be my best friend, but I know my
And
best
that's where it
friend.
stays. That's where it
Y'all
stays.
not on the
That's
same
the thing.
grounds and
Yeah,
understanding
and
what y'all trying to accomplish.
people don't understand that when you hire them like friends and family, they think that same relationship goes to work with you. It does not.
Nah, because
You
it's
become an
business.
employee,
It's business.
and I'm your boss.
It's
yeah.
business.
You
You know what
leave
And
I'm
they
that
think they can get a
friendship at
pass
home.
and
Work
do
is
whatever
work.
they
I mean,
want
friends
just
is
because
friends,
you're
but
friends.
business
Business comes
is
first.
business.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
And
What?
And have somebody with you that understand that if they are friends or
That's why I
family,
went
have
like this.
people
I
like
said, look.
have people that understand that, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's about a business. You know what I'm
Which is
saying? It's
true.
about money. You get money, I'm getting money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Which
gonna,
true.
and you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna mess that up. I ain't gonna let you mess that up. And I would hope you got that same attitude. You ain't gonna let me mess it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the other thing that I will also say, cause I've had I'm not gonna really say doubts when it comes to starting this podcast, but with having conversations with Jamal and conversations with my brother Carl, one of the things that they both said.
I forgot she had two brothers. I'm sorry. It's late.
One of the things that they both said, whether it was different, they both meant it in the same way, was that do this podcast thing because you want to do it, not because you're looking for people that I would say honestly that I thought would back us, not just me, but back all of us 100% with doing it, haven't. And is that disappointing? Of course it is, because there's people that you are actively in your life that say they love you and support you and there for you, anything, blah blah, this, that, and the other. So of course it's going to be disappointing when you don't see any sort of initiative to help the growth of this podcast, the growth of this podcast. But with them saying that, it makes sense. I'm doing this because I want to do it. When it's time for it to reach certain people, it will reach the right people. It will get to the point that I feel like it can get to, as long as I keep doing what I feel like is best for the podcast and the group, and not really focus on the negative part, which would be the people that aren't supporting or backing me or giving feedback or anything. So it's like I said, I guess that you could say that's part of the journey too, but that's for me saying that to anybody else out there too that has a business, a black-owned business, regardless of what it is, that don't let the people that you feel like that aren't there for you, that in your life, don't let that discourage you and stop you from doing what you feel like you're supposed to be doing, whatever your purpose is, or even for the enjoyment of it. Whatever it is, it will, the things that will happen.
On game.
And that's what I feel like with this podcast. I'm doing it with people that I love, people that I trust, with people that I feel like will give me their honest opinions, because we don't always agree with each other, but that's the kind of people that you want in your life, people that will agree with some things and disagree.
And then people that's always right, like me.
Okay, nope. We already had that subject. Nope. But also people who want to do it. So, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that probably should have been the end of it, but that's okay.
That's what I was saying in my head. I was like, this is definitely her closing thought.
I'm sorry. I'll have
Jerry.
another one. I'll have another one, but that's okay. But that's also that can also be because we have been talking about cons. We haven't really been talking about.
I mean, there's
pros.
another con that goes with this. I mean, because most people who, especially black folks who think it's a black-owned business, are supposed to get a discount.
Right. Exactly.
I don't understand
Right.
that.
This is not a scratch your back. If you scratch my back, I scratch yours thing. This
Because
is
like
not
Jamal
that.
says, crabs in the bucket.
Exactly. And then two, when you don't support a black business at its full potential, it has how does it grow, or how does it even have the window to be able to build opportunities for more blacks or more people in general, with jobs and things of that nature. And then y'all always talk about why there should be more blacks or African Americans that should have more black-owned businesses.
And to even be able to get to a point where they can give motherfuckers discounts.
Right.
Like, y'all
want it as soon as we
as soon as we open up. Yeah.
We
like,
want
nigga, we just opened the fuck up.
Yeah.
Y'all got discounts.
And then a lot of times it be on stuff that's just ridiculous. Like personally, like at my job, for example, people ask for a military discount on a $5 oil. Like it does not.
That doesn't make any sense.
At this point,
To say that, I mean, I don't mind giving you an oil. You don't have to steal it or anything. Like if you down bad,
That's crazy.
But
then they got money. They got all
yeah,
this money and stuff.
especially
That
if
bothers me.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, to the core that black
you
people be
know.
the first people to brag about how much money they make and how much money. Be the
always want a
first people.
motherfucking
And
discount.
not even
Yes.
that. Be the
For the
first.
$5 oil.
But
can I get a discount?
also be the first people to downplay the job that you have.
Yes.
Talking about they make money. You
Yes.
just a cashier. You
Yes.
ain't making no money anyway. But then you want a discount on $5 oil?
Oil?
Are you kidding me?
Or not even just that, just the fact that you feel like, I'm doing you a favor. Like you're not doing me a favor, bro. I mean, right, exactly. I'm in MacArthur Mall for a reason.
One thing is, real motherfuckers
So-
with money, they ain't got to say they got money.
really don't.
They
And
don't.
I
They
hate
don't.
when people take a picture with the money to their ear. That shit
Oh.
is annoying.
No, I'm just saying.
Or
I don't
just,
like
just
it.
any
Sorry.
type
Like,
of
don't
like.
flaunt
Just
your
any type-
blessings.
yeah,
That's how they
like,
get
like I
taken.
said, that's-
People who are not of color, you don't see them doing stuff like that. For real.
Nope.
For real. Not more than black people. Black people are known
Collared
for
shirt.
with the chains,
With
the
the
front,
loafers.
Being flashy.
watches.
That's being flashy. But honestly, to be honest with you,
nothing
just
wrong.
from
I think you can OD it. But ain't nothing wrong.
I'm talking
ain't
about the
nothing
OD
wrong
part.
for
I'm not
stuff that
talking
you into,
about
like,
the-
because some people
You
really
also-
into jewelry. Like I'm into like.
I mean,
having,
right,
like,
but
you know what
we're
I'm saying?
talking about the OD part. We're
But
not
you also
talking
have to
about-
remember, most of those people didn't have that.
Right.
So when
Which
they
is
get it,
true
they do
also.
OD
Right.
because they don't know that I'm doing too much.
Well, that's why I
Right.
said. That's why I say like. That's why I say a lot of people, not even just black people, but a lot of people
Just
that don't
people
have
in
none, but
general.
especially, but it's talking about sticking to black people. A lot of them would kill themselves if they got the money, a bunch of money. They would end up in the same spot, or worse.
Yeah.
You know
Look at
what
the
I'm
lady
saying?
that won the lottery. Took all that money. She bought a house. She bought cars. Then took the rest of it, put it on her boyfriend's books,
Yeah.
and now she broke.
Yeah.
That bitch crazy.
Right?
So, you know what I mean? So,
Hey
What
yo.
is that?
Yeah.
I don't know how much she
Hey,
had won from
yo.
the lottery, but she spent it all, and then he took the rest when he got out.
I would have smacked the holy shit.
Like, and
Kudos to that brother. Hey, kudos to you, my
Like,
brother.
See,
You-
and then
hey,
My nigga got
you
the
get me?
bag.
Like,
God, please just let a bag of money fall on the ground so that we can use it to your benefit.
You know, just stop them trunks that carry the money,
Facts.
and make sure the bullets get
Make
stuck
the-
in the gun so they
Bruh.
can't
Make
shoot.
the door just fly open when I'm
Right.
driving behind it. Like,
Right,
goodness
seriously.
gracious.
Let one of the employees
Oh my
just get pissed off
gosh.
one day and was like,
Right.
"I'm giving out all this money."
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Right,
That is
seriously.
crazy.
But yeah, and that's where most people go wrong, especially those who win the lottery. They go broke within a year or 2 years because
Yeah.
you
Well,
buying
like I said,
stuff that you didn't have,
anybody.
especially houses and cars, and forget, oh, I gotta pay
They,
taxes.
like I said, they'll kill themselves. Like I used to say to bro, like certain people around us, like they'll get the money. It don't even matter. They can get the money now, and they'll end up killing themselves. I don't mean literally like suicide, but I mean like they'll kill themselves. Like the money wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Everything would be gone. Like you would have had your chance, your shot, and you would have fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
It's just sad. That's
Just because you
sad.
make $1 million don't mean you know how to keep $1 million. So
And don't
that's-
know,
Amen.
and definitely
You know?
don't mean you know how
Yeah.
to flip that million to 5
for
million.
sure.
Yeah, because
exactly.
nobody
And that
really
5
be
to
investing
20.
that money.
Facts.
They just well, I will say I understand the buying the car, but because if any of us at this table, I'm gonna speak for myself. But I know if I ever played the lottery and I won it, I would say I would buy a house. I would buy cars for a family.
About land.
I would give 10% to church because that's
Taking over.
that 10% to the
Make me an
church.
army.
Give some to my
A
father.
militia. Sorry.
Give some to my father.
Evil.
Give some to my
I
father.
think your daddy won the lottery already. He ain't telling nobody. He stay going.
Tipping all over the way.
Hey, that's
and then-
that's not
There you
that's not
go.
too far fetched.
and then
For real.
and then split it
Raiders games.
and then split it between
Damn, they lost.
But I'm going again next year. Next month. I mean.
and then split it between siblings.
Yeah.
And then
Thank God.
put the
only got
and
one.
then
Only got one sibling.
we've already had the discussion about how much each person would get because you ain't gonna blow the money we give you either. So just to let that
That's
be
a
known.
topic offline.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
blow the money first? Don't look.
If
at
you
me.
talking about between all of our siblings,
Yeah.
it'll be between you and she.
First of all, I know how to say.
Damn.
We already said this.
Really?
We did. I'm in this. You in the
Dang.
shell.
That's fine.
Dang.
Actually, you
But
know
it's
what?
for
It'll be the
love.
shell first, because I don't go nowhere.
Dang.
So the shell will be
But
first.
it's all I
Message.
love. It's okay.
Message.
But
I
it's
stay
all
home.
love. But look, we didn't say that we would give you like if we want $1 million, we only give you like 500. We wouldn't be petty.
I'm just saying.
Like,
But
come on.
hey, Michelle ain't got no kids either though.
Yeah, but she travel a lot. That takes about more than it takes to raise kids. If you look at it, you got your passports you got to keep getting. You got your spending money when you get out the country. You got the flights. Okay, unless you.
All right, nigga, I get it. I
Still
ain't
doesn't
stupid.
amount to children, but it's okay. But then the rest would be investing in things that I can make money back off of. So that generational wealth can continue. Ain't gotta stop after I blow all the money. But now older people, I understand because they retired, they ready to go.
Retirement ain't even enough to live on these days.
Huh?
General
Retirement
wealth.
is not enough to live on.
No,
these
I
days.
said
of
if a
course.
retired man or woman or couple
Oh,
do their
that's
money,
different.
they have every right because they on their way to glory
Unless you
from
got
100
kids or
plus
something.
at 100 plus years, hopefully over 100 years old.
I mean, I don't mean I want you to have my money either.
Yeah.
Jamal looked at me like, why would you say that? But yeah, but with some pros about black businesses, I will say there are a lot of them out there that I don't even know.
Because I mean, it's a
To
lot
be
of
completely
it's
honest.
a lot of freshness. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the game when black
Yeah.
people come, because we come with something different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we come with our own flavor. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Each black business has their own flavor.
Because it could literally
You know
be
what
the
I'm saying?
same thing, but still different.
Different. You know
Still
what I'm
different.
saying? And a lot of people, and a lot of, like I said, a lot of black consumers ruin that, as well as black businesses on themselves ruin that because of just how they are to each other. Like I said, we can't stand to see somebody that's successful and we not successful. You know, that's just a mentality thing.
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying? A thing that's been, I believe, my personal belief has been, planted in us, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Which is why you can just look at the communities and why a nigga can't have nothing. And you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it goes back to slavery.
I mean,
Think about it. You got your house niggas and your field niggas.
I mean, it
I'm
goes
gonna have
way
to blur
back. That's
the
what I'm
N-words,
saying.
Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna have to blur them out. So
I didn't say I
You
say
did.
nigga. Hey,
I'll
watch
just let
it.
y'all
Hey,
know. Go ahead.
make you work harder. Okay. I'm sorry. You
You so petty for
I had to put the SpongeBob noise over the joke. The dolphin. Hey,
crabs is a.
you pissing Carla off.
but yeah,
Lowered.
but yeah, like piggybacking off of what bro said, like it's something new. You know what I mean? Like a lot of because over the years, and especially in this country, there hasn't been a lot of black-owned businesses until this period of time, and even, or I would say, in the years of 2000, more black-owned businesses are rising and actually trying to, become a thing. So I think it's cool to have something that. Oh, we stopping?
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was tired.
Okay. I thought we was doing this
Nah,
thing
she just
again.
blew her hot breath,
Yeah.
bro.
First of all, it is not hot. It is minty fresh.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kanye.
I don't mean it ain't.
But yeah, so we just have something fresh to bring to the table. Something new. Like I said, just and gives people a different perspective too. Just you so used. A lot of times, a lot of people, especially if they don't do their research, they don't know who runs a lot of these corporations and businesses and stuff. But some people already assume that majority of them are either white owned or because I get that a lot at my job where people always ask me like, is this business black owned? And I'm like, yeah, like, well, why wouldn't it be? Like,
Roots, motherfucker.
But yeah, but you never know.
I mean, that's true.
People put up fronts.
Right.
Of course, you
that's
got a lot
true.
of the beauty stores and stuff, and they sell a lot of products with our faces on it and sell products
Food
to
line,
us.
Chinese
So
stores.
yeah.
Hair stores.
So
They
hair
always
stores.
look-
I
it's
said,
always
beauty
what they're-
stores.
it's
Yeah.
always
The one that I go to in is it new? No, it's still in Hampton
It's
because
still
it's near
Hampton. Yeah,
that food place is black owned. That's why I started going
Yeah.
there. I
Yeah.
stopped going to anywhere else for real. Cause
Which is
they
nothing
don't
wrong
deserve-
with supporting certain ones. I mean,
it's not.
in general, but
But the kind
like
of
you
treatment
said,
that we get received as black
Yeah,
people
right.
when
Hurry
it
up
comes
and
to
buy.
some of
Right.
those stores,
Right.
yeah.
See, I didn't have
But
that
to a
problem when I
degree,
used to
I
go.
can understand that in a certain sense because me personally, even me being a black man and working in a black-owned business, after a while, our people, in a certain sense, can become, how I want to say it, like, I don't want to say the word annoying or worrisome, but sometimes, like, we don't, like, I don't know, maybe it's just personally in the black-owned business. I can't say per se for Asian-owned business, but, like, when some people come in my job, like I said, it's certain things that, like I said, can annoy me or make me feel like, they're doing something weird or something that matter. I've had people who came in the store and stand for like 30 to 40 minutes, and they've been walking around the store for 40 minutes and not buy anything. And they're not even looking. They're just like, and the store
man,
is
get away from
not
the
even
counter
that
so I
big
can
of a
steal.
store. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Turn your
you
back.
know, yeah, like, yeah. Like, a lot of times, I might be on my phone or I might, look up at them, but it's like they'll just be doing something weird or or they'll ask me to get a size down for them and then they'll sit there and they'll look at it and then they'll walk out the store and then they come back and be like, can you get the extra large for me? And I'm like, it's still right there. Like, I don't understand. So I can see why, like,
You can't fit it.
yeah, like, yeah, you know what I mean?
So right there.
So it could be weird things that I can understand why some cultures can treat us in a certain manner or look at us in a certain manner because of how certain people act.
I
in
mean, I'm
our-
not gonna lie. Every time I
So-
go in the Asian hair stores, they got like the photos of people coming there shoplifting.
Yeah,
It's always
so
black
it's
girls.
like-
I'm sorry,
So, I mean,
but it's always black girls in